Hey, what's going on? This is the Real Robin Williams. Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get Facebook leads. I'm going to show you 7 ways you can do that. And it's going to be pretty thorough. And at the end, I'm going to give you kind of like a bonus training, something that has worked really well for me recently. This is going to be free strategies, not ads. Organic marketing, meaning something you can do for free instead of paying for ads. Okay. So before I get into it, I just like to give you a free gift. Mainly if you're looking for a way to market on Facebook and you need training, you want to make sure you have step-by-step training. Let me see if I still have my page up here somewhere. And so at the top of the description of this video, you're going to have a link that leads you to a capture page to grab a full Facebook marketing, like organic Facebook marketing training. You can put your name, your email. Mobile is optional, and it'll take you to the course for absolutely free. It'll be 16 different videos. I really like this training because some things I'm not going to be able to cover in depth in this video, and you'll get some of that stuff in depth in this training. And basically you'll learn how to write different posts and things like that. So that's that. But I did want to talk to you a little bit before I get into the Facebook training about the mindset. Okay, so like I said, it is an organic marketing strategy. And one of the big things that I noticed for myself and for others is that you have to actually show up for it to work. You have to actually be willing to show your face and your content and stuff like that on Facebook. So I promise you it's easy, it's simple, right? And the big thing is to turn on that mental switch to actually not care if somebody sees you marketing on Facebook, not caring if you mess up, and actually put in the work, because it does work. I currently get consistent sales using Facebook organic marketing, and I'm just going to dive in because it's about to get crazy. Okay, now I do have different software set up. So hopefully I'm good to go. Hopefully you got a cursor and everything. Before I continue, you'll need a capture page to collect the leads in the first place. Whenever you're marketing on social media, you want to take the time to get your leads off of Facebook, meaning you want to build your own email list. Now, if you don't know anything about that, basically what you can do is you can access the link in the description. I think I'll call it Funnel Builder Tool. And basically it'll give you access to a website similar to the one I just shown you to fill out, so that you could get your own tool, build as many pages as you want, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, and then you'll be able to collect the lead. That is highly suggested, whether you have the Facebook tool or not. Another thing that's highly suggested is that you have a something in place to actually do follow-ups and to go back to the people who you built relationships with and things like that. This is a relationship building strategy, so you have to talk to people and things like that. If you don't want to talk to people, if you don't want to hit people up in their inbox, this may not be the right video for you. But if you do want to do that and you're okay with doing that, these strategies are going to work. All right, let's get into it. So I already told you you're going to need a lead capture page to capture the person's information. Put them on your autoresponder, because you never know what Facebook is going to do. That's one of the main reasons why. And Facebook can change. It can go away any day now. Yeah, so get your own lead capture to build your list. So the first thing I'm going to cover is a Facebook Live. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate it, but it's pretty simple. You can go to your phone or your computer and just click on the live video. I can't go over every single detail of how you do your live video, but I will tell you that one of the strategies I'm going to show you later or tell you about later is going to be crucial for this Facebook Live, because once you do a Facebook Live, you need people to show up and watch it, and they won't unless you do certain things. And a lot of times people be consistent. Me personally, I don't do Facebook Lives that much because my internet be bugging out and it gets aggravating, okay? But you can do Facebook Lives. It kind of sends messages out to people, letting them know that, hey, you know, Jesse is on, Ricky is on. It sends those messages letting your audience or your friends know that you're live. And then based on that video, if you need leads, you need to make sure you give a call to action, whether it's to go to a website, inbox you, comment. You need to give them the call to action to actually get the lead, okay? The next thing I'm going to go over is Facebook rapport building in groups. A lot of times people don't like this. I love it. I think it's perfectly fine. So what you can do is go to Facebook groups. Let's just say, let me see here. This light is bright. Oh no, these are friends. Let me go to Facebook groups. When I go to Facebook groups, you'll hear a lot of people say, hey, you can't market in my Facebook group. You can't talk to my people, blase, blase, blase. The thing is, you can talk to anybody you want to on Facebook, okay? So you go to Facebook groups. I'll just go to this one. You'll go to a targeted Facebook group. This is important. So people who are interested in what you have to offer, and you simply go to the people. Sometimes it says people, sometimes it says members, and you connect with those people. The big reason why people fail or they are uncomfortable with doing this is, one, they're not targeting the right people. So once you target the right people, it's going to be easier flow. It's going to be more comfortable. And two, they just start spamming. Okay. So your thing is to build a relationship with people. I tell people that sign up with me in my company that you have to build relationships, and you have to have that and that only on your mind when you're doing this. But basically, what you come here, you have to safely do this, guys. You can't move too fast. You know, it's rules to this. I highly suggest you get that training that I told you to grab for absolutely free. You'll have most of these rules, if not all of them, that you need to follow in that training. But you want to add people and then you message them. And it all depends on their profile. Sometimes you want to look in their profile. Now, this is a strategy that works. If you don't want to do this, I will probably go out on a limb and say, don't do Facebook marketing, organic marketing at all, you know. So that is something I find that some people are willing to do, some people aren't willing to do, but it's really simple. And I think if you do it the right way, then you'll be willing to do it. Like, it's totally comfortable. Everybody I signed up was totally comfortable with me. There was no awkwardness and things like that if you do it in the right way. Okay. So Facebook groups is huge when it comes to leads. And out of all of this stuff that I'm telling you, you want to also always make sure. All right, Mia, that's Mia. If y'all haven't met Mia, you want to make sure that you're collecting the lead, even in the inbox. So if they want information or free training or whatever that conversation led to, give them the opt-in page so that they can enter the information. And that way you can continue being in front of them, not only on Facebook, but in the autoresponder. So this is with all of the strategies I'm going to tell you about for the most part. All right. So the next one I'm going to go over is Facebook engagement and posts. So this is huge in so many different ways. And one thing I didn't brief you on, one second. Quit it, girl. One thing I didn't brief you on in the beginning is that I feel like Facebook marketing, all of this stuff that I'm telling you, plus probably some more stuff, is all one big juicy conglomerate of the strategy. Meaning this in just a second. Hopefully she's not barking in this video, and hopefully she stays quiet. But I feel like she's starting to do this because I'm shooting a video. Like, come on, bro. Really? Yeah. All right. So all of this stuff kind of goes together. So I feel like some of these strategies work well because you have other things going on Facebook. So if you could do as much of this stuff as possible, the better your results, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I feel like sometimes when I'm talking to people in the inbox, they're actually mentioning stuff that they've seen of mine on Facebook. So that's kind of like, okay, this next strategy I'm going to talk to you about is kind of like the same thing. You want to do engagement and Facebook posts. Now, these posts need to be pretty much around things like lifestyle, business. You want to do like 20% business. Lifestyle, business, motivational, inspirational, family, you know, things that you don't like, things that you love. You want to put those type of posts here. And this is another part where I'm telling you, you probably want to pick up that training because you need to know kind of what you want to write or how to write it, how to present your information. Pictures are amazing. We really gonna do this? All right, Mia is gone, y'all. She earned herself another spot over in the other room to take a nap. All right, so you want to make sure that you're putting things on your post, in a certain way. Pictures are huge. They help your post out a lot. You want to make sure you have call to actions, things like that. Stories work well and whatnot. So, and the engagement part is that a lot of times I see people on their Facebook, they just have a post. So even if I had a good post, did this do well? This one did about 257 likes. And it was a very short post. It wasn't really much to this post. And basically, I just gave something that I believed in. It's not the sales or the money that I'm after. It's the ability to break free from the bondage of the mind, because with a mind free of bondage, you can have anything. So this was just something that I believed in. I wanted to share. I shared it. Now, had I shared this and not engaged on my friends list and things like that on my timeline, then I wouldn't have reached 257 people. So you want to make sure you're engaging in order to get eyeballs on your stuff. A lot of this marketing stuff, this social media stuff these days is like a tit for tat, right? You want to make sure you give in order to get. So that's the engagement post. And within that, you can generate leads simply by having that call to action to inbox you, comment, click something. I don't really recommend links. I try not to use links in my posts too much because Facebook be throwing shade, Mark and them, right? They be throwing shade. So most of my links are given in the DM. I do have a link here. We'll go over that shortly. But boom, there you have it. You also want to make sure that your page is set up to where they know what it is that you do. Sometimes people be confused on that too. If they go to your page and you want to, coach them in weight loss, but you have Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse games on your page, they're not going to know that you're a coach for weight loss. So you want to make sure your profile is set up for that. Sort of kind of like how you see I have this little tidbit of information right here. All right, so that's the engagement piece. And the next one I want to go over is the Facebook public groups. Okay, so Facebook public groups. You just saw me go in one, and I told you can contact people there, but you can actually create your own Facebook public group. And there's a whole strategy that you can do to where you create your group, people find your group. As long as you edit your group in the right way, people will find your group on Facebook automatically, free traffic, and then you could actually collect leads and things through your Facebook group. Now, I'm not going to show you mine. I don't think I can show you mine because I have somebody's personal information in there. And maybe I'll bring it up in another window and show you, but you really won't be able to see it unless I have somebody in there, and I can't show their personal information. But you want to have a public group, and when you have that public group around whatever the niche you're in is, you want to be present in that group. You want to set it up to where you get leads, meaning there are a set of questions that you can ask the person before they come in, and then once they come in, you have that information. You can plug it into whether you have a text service that you want to put them in, or an email autoresponder. So that's how you can do the Facebook groups. Real easy, simple. Another one is the reels. Now, I can't show you on the computer because, to be honest, as of this video, the Facebook reels on this computer, whoa, I just saw some good information, y'all. The Facebook reels on this computer, it sucks. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you a little bit over my phone. I'm going to go to my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, just like you see right here, and I'm going to click on reels. Now, if you never did a reel, then you have to go to the home, and at the top, if you go to home, at the top you'll see reels. You see my face there, you'll be able to see reels. That better not be no crazy, oh, that's food. You know how people had crazy stuff when you're shooting videos. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to reels. Once you go to reels, I'm not going to teach you how to shoot a video. It's real simple. You hit create a reel. You can either upload or start a new one. So let's just upload a reel real quick. And what you can do is you add music and text and whatever you need to do to make it more interesting. I'm so excited about this. I just saw this. We did almost $157,000 of recurring monthly income. It's crazy. But anyway, with that said, how I got distracted, once you finish with your video, you can make a call to action. Now, at the time of this video, because I lied to you not, Facebook Reels, Instagram, LinkedIn, oh, not LinkedIn, they don't have nothing exciting. TikTok, they're changing things like night and day. TikTok, not so much, because they've been a platform, they've been kind of grounded for a while. Facebook is ridiculous with changes right now. So at the time of this video, once you upload your video to your Facebook Reels, you want to add your hashtags, about 3 or 4 hashtags that's related in a niche. And you also want to sometimes add a link. Now, I be iffy about adding links still on Facebook, mainly because, and I'm talking to you in a little box, sorry, but mainly because Facebook used to slap you for putting the links. I still don't really use them in my posts, just like I told you a second ago. But you want to be careful not to just link the heck out of these reels, because you don't want Facebook to limit your exposure based on that. They really don't want nobody leaving their platform, okay? So you can add a link in the comments, not the description. And the reason being is because no one's really going to type in your link, and the link isn't clickable in the description of the reel as of this video. So it's better to add it in the comments once you're done with that video. And basically, when in your video, you should have a CTA to that link, and they can simply go over there, click it. Is smooth selling, right? Smooth selling. And so it can get you sales and leads on Facebook. And then you can do, I recommend that whatever you do your, reels around is one niche, so that people that's following you, they really know what it is that they're following. They're not confused as to what you're doing, or if they want to continue following you. So the next thing I'm going to cover is story. Very similar to Facebook Reels, but different, right? And a good thing about the Facebook Reels is that it can reach outside of your following and whatnot, as well as grow your following. So that's pretty cool. But stories, where am I in life right now? Let me hit done. Still making a reel, but I can't get out of here. I swear I'd be doing this, y'all. It's just acting funny because I'm on a video. But the story is right next to the reels on here if you go to your home page. So you can click on create a story. What I love about the stories at the time of this video is that you can right now add links to your stories. So stories is very similar. They're going to be shown to your friends mainly. And I think about that's it. There are people that are going to be able to see it, especially if it's public. They're going to be able to see it. But stories are similar to the same thing. They're shorter. You can't go as long as you can for a reel. But what I like to do is I like to create a reel. And once I create that reel, I'll share it in my stories and my reel. Now, if that reel is too long to go in the stories, I add a link to my reels in the story. I know it sounds crazy, but all I'm saying is you download your Facebook reel, you upload it to your Facebook stories to get more exposure. And then once you upload it there, you add a link to your Facebook reel as well. It's a little section on the right hand side with the menus where you can click on links, and then you can simply add a link. I do that a little bit more often than not because it's still Facebook. I'm sending somebody back to Facebook. I do links outside of Facebook a little bit less, if that makes sense. So, and a good thing just to add this in here is to add some music, be interesting, something. I know I ain't got no music on here. I don't edit my YouTube videos. It's because I want to crush these videos and get them out to you as quickly as possible. But on Facebook, I do. I feel like it's a waste of time to do it or not do it on Facebook. Okay, so all right, what else do I have for you? Now I talked about having a personal Facebook group, but now I want to talk about having a personal Facebook group, right? This strategy is going to be pretty freaking beast, especially for anybody around affiliate marketing, high ticket marketing, coaching, whatever it is that you do if you're in that field. Okay. So we talked about a public Facebook group, but that public Facebook group was more of kind of like if you have a weight loss group just in the public somewhere for people to join and whatnot. This one is one that I added to my profile with specific advertising and specific results that I received in the business. And I'm just going to show you the setup. So you want a call to action so that people come to your page and know exactly what it is that you do to include on your cover page. So one thing you want to do is tell people a little bit about yourself, very concise, right? I don't even tell people about I just gave my name, and I have joined my free affiliate marketing Facebook group. Click here. You can do pictures. You can say affiliate marketer, coach, motivator, whatever it is that you do. So when they click there, they should lead to your description. Let me move my big head out the way. Come on. They should lead to a description. I try to keep it short. And so basically I said, learn how I went from barely making affiliate sales to raking in over 35 sales in 1 month. Join now. And I have a link to my Facebook group. Okay. This is my own domain name though. That's why I look a little funny. So I'm going to click, can I click on this? I'm going to click on this in another window to make sure that I don't expose anyone's information. We don't want to do that. All right, let's see here. So when I click on it, or when they click on it, they'll be taken to your Facebook group. This is Beast right here. Now, I tested having just a capture page on my Facebook page, like sitting out there like you saw. Basically, I'm going to go back here. Come on. The internet be funky, y'all. I tell you, 98 seconds to get to my page. All right, I don't know what that's doing right there, but basically this is the Facebook group. And what I do is I ask specific questions, and I also ask them if they're open to, earning additional income online. And so basically with this process, they'll be asked to leave their email and or phone number if they're interested. From there, I take that information, I put it in my lead capture page, I put it in my texting system, right? So that they get the information, and I have just built my list, okay? I think I did about 30, don't quote me, but about 30 leads in the less than a week, okay? So about 5-6 days ago, I did about 30 leads, and I'm going to show you how one of the reasons why I was able to do that. And I'm also going to bring this back in your head that the post that I'm going to show you wasn't the only thing that helped get me those leads. It's the whole conglomerate, right? If I hadn't been doing my engagements, if I hadn't been meeting new people and stuff like that, I would not have been able to do that. See, a lot of people don't think like that. They just think I can post something on Facebook and people are going to flock to it. Nobody knows who you are on Facebook, right? So you got to go out there and meet people. But I bring them to here, and I enter their information, and I tag them on the video, and basically from there, I think I just tagged them on the video, and I'm pretty much done with them in a group. You can follow up with them in the inbox, and obviously your emails if you're adding them to your email autoresponder list. Okay, let me see if my face ever came up. Okay, so I came back here, right? So I used to have a link that went to a capture page just sitting here on my Facebook page. I got like crickets, okay? Nobody hardly putting in their email or whatever, for whatever reason. Nothing. But for some reason, when you like tell them you got a free group, they like flock to it. But this is how I did my latest post. Okay. I got results in email marketing, and I thought they were pretty good. I got a 40% open rate, and then I got a 4.3% click rate. So anytime you have like nice results, something that you might not mind sharing some tips about and things like that, you want to put that out there for kind of like, hey, look at me, I can give you some training. Do you want information? And not only will you end up getting leads, so this helped get me those 30 leads. You could also I don't even think it was 30, y'all. I got me lying over here. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. I was keeping track. 18 leads. That was a big bump, huh? Sorry, y'all. But like 18 leads. I think I got 30, at least 30 people to the Facebook group and 18 leads. That's what it was. But this, it was this post. It was the fact that I've been meeting people. It was the fact that I've been engaging. That's how you get people. You can't just post and throw something up and call it a day. It takes a little bit of work. Okay. So, I had this with a call to action, join my free Facebook group for nuggets, and I didn't want people bugging me to death for the link. They even asked me for the link after I told them, link in the bio, right? What's the link? Go to my bio, right? So you already got enough work to do in Facebook. So you don't want to work yourself to death. And, I had 203 people, engage, probably 202 because I engage on my stuff, or, a little over that. And then, I had some comments, basically is me replying to everybody plus their comments. Then I did a little update to my results here because I think it finally reached 40% and 4.39 click rate. And so people like that, then they wanted to see it and they joined my group by simply clicking this link that's in my bio. This stuff is very simple, not hard at all. Just learning the strategies, learning exactly what it is that you need to do. And that was like one of my big things that I wanted to show you. A final thing that I wanted to show you, and I'm going to do right now, is I had a really cool, just a really cool making money thing, right? This app that was just paying us like crazy, and it was going crazy. You see, I got 192 likes, and you typically on call to actions to stuff to buy and, invest in, you typically gets a lot lower engagement. This is the engagement over a period of time. So since October 21, okay, and the comments and things. But what I do to help get leads for this offer is I pinned it here. So this is a pinned post. This one is kind of dead a little bit. I had to switch it up to another program. This hasn't really been giving me a lot of leads, but my new posts, I've noticed that even though I did this on July 9th and it's the 15th, that I'm still getting people consistently joining my group because it is. So guess what? I'm going to pin this here. I'm going to pin post because this post right now is the one that's giving me leads and sales. And look, it better have pinned and not disappeared. But that's a big tip for you as well. I wanted to do a story post, but that'll come later after this dries up or something. But basically, I felt like a story post will be a great post here so that you can warm people up to you when they come to your Facebook page. I actually do want to try that sooner than later. So that's all I have for you right now. Hopefully you learned a lot. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, because I forgot to tell you in the beginning of the video. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so I could do more videos like this for you and get your free Facebook gift. And if you want very detailed training on Facebook marketing, meaning step-by-step, over the shoulder. In fact, let me go back to my... Don't freeze up on me now. Is it still recording? This light all in my eye. All right. So basically, hopefully it's still recording. And what I was going to do was offer you to my Facebook group where I give you step-by-step details on Facebook marketing as well. But you can only get access through joining a $25 all-in-one business. I'll have the link to that business in the description of this video. I love technology, y'all. So basically, if you're looking to learn affiliate marketing, how to market online, Facebook, YouTube, you want to have your tool that also have the tool, the funnel builder tool that you'll need in your business. That's where you get it from. I hope and pray that you can hear the end of this video and I don't have to edit it. So I'm going to try to end the video and I see you on the top. Thanks for watching. Peace.